Hi, in today's video, I want to speak to you about Facebook ads. This is becoming a major concern at the moment, and it's becoming so ridiculous, so ridiculous that I really need to make some things very clear. I am getting at least 20 messages on Facebook a week and at least 10 emails a week from people asking me about Facebook ads or telling me their stories about their Facebook ads that they've been running and asking me how they can fix this problem. If you've listened to my podcast, you would know that this is something I've brought up before, but right now, I'm going to tell you honestly, this is driving me so insane that I just do not have words for it at the moment. You've probably seen all of these people on YouTube running all of these YouTube videos and running them as ads and telling you, hey, go and do a Facebook ads, you can make all this money. And they're usually saying, run these ads at $5 a day and you're suddenly going to make all of this money. I can tell you right now, it is BS. It is absolute BS. This might work in 0.5% of the stores that you see out there, but I can guarantee that it's not working in anything more than that. And if it's working in 0.5% at this current time, I would be very surprised. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I know this is not working anymore. Okay, so this did work about 5 years ago. That was the truth. 5 years ago, you could run a Facebook ad and you could get major success with $5 a day. I have been doing this for over 13 years. I've been in the online space. I was around working in the online space before there was even Facebook ads. The first ads that we were running were on Google and other places, not like Bing, but other websites like that. I can't even remember what they were called, but all of these sort of search engines. The other thing that I was doing back then was SEO, and things have changed a lot over the years. I moved away from SEO and I moved into Facebook ads. And now I sit in a place where I have a company called Just Ask Parker. We help people with their Shopify stores and we work across all areas of marketing. Everyone who comes to me says to me straight away, I want to run a Facebook ad to get more sales on my Shopify store. And the first thing I say to these people is hold off on the Facebook ads because I'm pretty sure Facebook ads is not the best place for you. Today, I'm going to give you 3 other things that you should be doing instead of Facebook ads that is going to get you so much more success. And I'm going to give you actual proof that it's working. But let me explain the problem with Facebook ads at the moment. So there's a lot of people out there, a lot of these so-called experts out there on YouTube videos. I don't want to get into who they are. You can see a lot of these people. And what they're saying is that run a Facebook ad for $5 a day and you're going to get success. I'm going to explain to you the first thing that you need to understand what is going on with a lot of these people doing this. I don't want to say it's all of them, and I don't even want to say which ones they are, but you need to do your own research, and I'm going to tell you what to pick up on. And the first thing you pick up on is this, because I actually have had people come to us with this problem. I have seen that some of these video people, these experts are doing this, so I'm going to explain what it is. This is what they are doing. They are running Facebook ads or whatever else they might be telling you, but usually Facebook ads. And they're telling you that they're getting success and they're showing you their Shopify screen dashboard where they actually get sales. This is very true. But what they're not showing you is the real statistics. What they might be doing is finding one particular ad where they finally got a little bit of success, showing you that ad, and then showing you the statistics of sales. But what is actually happening, and I've had someone come to me with this problem, and I know one of the actual experts, I'm not going to mention who it is, who says that he makes $1 million a year. But what happens is, yes, they pull in $1 million a year, but the whole amount of money goes into ads and sometimes more than what they actually make. So let's say you buy a product for $5 and you sell it for $10, then you only have 50% of the money. You have $5 where you can actually go and use that money to make sales, but they're using all of that $5 and sometimes more. So in the back end, when you look at their Shopify store dashboard, yes, they've made $1 million or $100,000 or whatever they're telling you, but they're not adding it up. Because what happens with a Facebook ad, there's 3 different levels where you look at the actual statistic, the analytics of your Facebook ad. There is at the campaign level, there's the group level, the ad set level, and then the ad. And depending on which one you look at and how you look at it, you get different analytics. So this is what I teach people is I teach people how to read their analytics. When people work with me privately, I teach them this because sometimes at the campaign level, it looks like you've made really good money. But then when you look inside the ads, it might not be. So they are manipulating their information to make it look like $5 a day is getting you success. And I can tell you right now, I had a particular person come to us this year at Just Ask Parker. And when people sign up with us, we get access to their dashboard straight away. And we really pride ourselves on helping businesses make their first $10,000, $20,000 a month with their Shopify store. So if you're doing nothing at the moment, then we can help build you up to that. But once you hit that 20,000 a month consistently, then we say, hey, go to another agency that can help you and build you up in another way that's not so much templated, more one-on-one help, things like that. But we really help people starting off. So a particular person came to us recently and I looked at his back end and he had made $750,000, $750,000 in his Shopify store. So the first thing I did was I emailed him and I said, hey, I don't think our services are right for you. You're making way too much money for what we offer. Like we can help you, but we are not going to be the best beneficial way of you spending your money. You should go and find someone else. I'm very honest. I don't want to work with people if you're not well suited for us. And I thought he should be working. I said, I can recommend some other people to you. And he explained what happened. He bought this business and he had just purchased it about 2 months before he came to us. He had purchased the business and he had $750,000 worth of sales go through in 3 months. So he bought this business as a Shopify store that was making a lot of money. And he bought it and he went, wow, it's turned over $750,000 in the first few months of the year. This is fantastic. But what he found out was exactly what I'm telling you, that it made it look like that the store had made that much. But once you actually did all the numbers, there was zero profit. So what I say is that while I like hearing these big numbers of $1 million and all these numbers thrown around, show me the profit. I don't care about $1 million if there was zero profit. Someone can make $1 million and make zero profit, and the next store could make $100,000 and make $50,000 profit. So please be aware that these certain people out there that are selling the Facebook ad dream are probably doing this to you. Now, some of them might not be. You can get in touch with me and show me who you think it is. And I would love to see them because there might be other people out there not doing this. But generally what I'm seeing is this is what they are doing. It's all smoke and mirrors. They're faking everything. So I'm getting really frustrated by this. I'm constantly getting people coming to me. I have had clients, I've got one particular client, I've spoken about her on my podcast before. She had gone to a Facebook ad company and she got to the point where she was giving them so much money. She had paid them over £4,000. She's just a woman who started her business. She's got a great idea. She's a stay-at-home mom and she had given them over $4,000. They said, we got you 150 email signups. She got one sale from that. And that one sale literally was a £15 sale. And what had happened was these ads were running where, yes, she was getting a lot of email addresses, but they were the wrong people. She ended up going back to work, working part-time, being away from her child to pay this company to do nothing. So please be very aware that there's a lot of scammers out there that are telling you things. Sure, like in this case, yeah, we got you 150 email addresses, or actually I think it was 1,500 email addresses when I think about it. It's on my podcast. I can't remember exactly. It was like 6 months ago now. But the point is, just collecting email addresses and they're using that as their statistics is not helping you make sales. So it might be money that they're lying about and giving you smoke and mirrors. It might be the amount of email addresses, might make it look like it's really good. Please be aware. The problem with Facebook ads at the moment is this, and I can tell you what it is. I've got a particular client that came to us. He was running Facebook ads up until February this year. He has a product that he sells for 20, I think his average order value is around £20. He was selling this particular product and he was doing Facebook ads on his own, and his Facebook ads were costing him £6 per conversion. Sounds pretty good, yeah? $20 for the sale, £6 for a conversion. It was costing him about $3 in product. He's got a profit. This is fantastic. So he was running this, like I always say, Do that all day long. You're making a lot of profit. You end up making about £10. It was like, yeah, £10 profit he was making. Do this all day long. This is great. But Facebook changed their algorithm this year. There's two reasons what happened with Facebook. One is the fact that they changed their algorithm. Number two, what actually happened is that it comes down to how many people are trying to advertise on Facebook. The more people trying to advertise, the higher the price goes. Think of buying a house. You might see a house in a new neighborhood where there's just paddocks around, there's no train station yet, there's no school. Those houses are pretty cheap. They put in a train station, they put in a mall, they put in a school. Suddenly that area becomes expensive because there's everything there. So everyone wants to move there. This is the same with Facebook ads. Now everyone wants to do Facebook ads. So every one of you who's jumping on Facebook and trying to run ads, and you're all bidding for the ads. So you're bidding $5 a day. The next person's bidding $5 a day. And Facebook goes, hey, we've got all of these people bidding, so we can actually have higher prices, like buying a house at an auction. Everyone's putting their hand up, and suddenly the price keeps going up and up and up. Facebook ads run the same way. So in around February this year, March this year, that all happened in March of 2019. This all happened and everyone was affected. So first of all, if your product is less than $50, if you've got a less than $50 average order value, then Facebook ads are probably not for you. Even at $50, I've got clients of mine, and I've got so many stories. If you listen to my podcast, I've got more stories. I've got the story of these two brothers who have this certain backpack. They were running Facebook ads. The guy said to them, oh, it's because your backpack is too expensive. Put the price down of your backpack. I came along, I'm like, no, put the price up. You've got a fantastic product. It's unique. Put up the price. They were literally running ads. And I think from memory, it's on my podcast somewhere, I think they were converting at about $35 an ad, but their product was costing them around $30 or $40. So they literally were selling their product for around, they were told $50. They originally were at $70 for their product. They were literally losing money on their product. So be very, very careful. Even at a $50 sale price, it still might not be for you. So be very aware that Facebook ads are not the best option right now. Am I saying never do Facebook ads? No way. I'm not saying that at all. There are very good reasons why you would do Facebook ads. There's some people getting major success on Facebook ads. If you have got a product where someone is consistently coming back to purchase again, where you might have a subscription model, or you might have a product where they have to upgrade on a regular basis, or it might be a clothing website. Let's say you sell a lot of high fashion clothing, which is a turnover constantly. These businesses do very well on Facebook ads because they're constantly needing to, people are needing to repurchase. So while you might lose money on the first purchase of that person, the first conversion, you can make money over the lifetime value. So we talk about lifetime value. How much is that person worth to you for the lifetime of their purchases? If you're selling grand pianos, it's one purchase. Not many people come back and buy a second grand piano. So the lifetime value of that customer is whatever that grand piano costs that first time. Now, in that case, a grand piano is a very, very expensive product. So the lifetime value would be worth it. But it's one purchase. Let's say you sell something else, I don't know, something that someone never needs to replace ever again, and it's $20, then it's definitely not worth doing a Facebook ad. You might be selling some sort of fitness leggings, for example. That's a big thing at the moment. Now, women buying fitness leggings these days, it's a really nice thing. I buy a lot of them. I'm constantly there buying new fitness leggings. So the lifetime value of me buying a pair of leggings is quite big, because while I might buy one pair for $40, I'm probably going to buy 10 pairs a year. And because I work out a lot and I love different leggings, so my lifetime value is going to be a lot higher because of the fact I'm coming back again. So what is the lifetime value of your customer? If you can get it up, now it might be in the beginning, it might only be $25, but if you can get that up to a large enough amount, then Facebook ads are great for you. But it's not a good idea to start training and practicing and trying to turn someone from a one-off purchase into a lifetime value customer of 10 times as much, for example, by doing a Facebook ad. What I mean by that is, If the first purchase is, let's go back to this example of my client that was £6 per conversion. Now it's about £26 per conversion. His value for one order is £20. Now, at the moment, he's quite new, so he's getting customers and his packaging's quite big. So he's sort of got people purchasing every, I think it was around 5 months. So let's say he gets 2 orders a year from these people. Average order is $20. That's $40 a year. Let's say they buy for a 3-year period. That works out to 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, about $120 for the lifetime value of that customer. So the lifetime value, it is worth him going and spending $26 on a conversion because the lifetime value is $120. Now, if it was the case where the lifetime value was only $60, then he's probably just at that point where he's like, okay, it's just worth it. But if the lifetime value is only one purchase, they only purchase that one time for $20, £20, not really, doesn't matter the currency, then it really comes down to the fact that it is not worth him. It's going to cost him $26 for a conversion, and he's only going to make $20. Then his profit comes out of that. His sale of the product price comes out of that. It's literally not worth it for him. So that's the first thing you need to understand is what is the lifetime value of your customer. If you're trying to bring it up to a higher amount, not a good idea to be guessing or assuming or saying, well, one day the lifetime value is going to be $120. So I'll just do the ads now for maybe one day. No, fix your lifetime value order first. First, make sure that that is correct. Then do a Facebook ad. So that's the first thing that I have to say about Facebook ads. Do not do it unless the lifetime value is actually worth it. Don't believe all these people running all these videos saying that Facebook ads are the best way to go, because I can tell you right now, most of them are lying. If one of them is telling the truth, and if that is really working at $5 a day and making all this money, I would love to know more about who that person is, and I would love to get them on my podcast. So please tell me, because if it does work and if it's real, I want them on my podcast, because that is amazing. So I've had on my podcast a person doing Facebook ads, and she even says, unless your product's over $50, do not go and run Facebook ads. She's very honestly saying that she also believes it's not working quite like a lot of people are saying it is. So that is going to be where I stop with actually these whole scammers and the fakeness about Facebook ads. But let me give you some examples of some stuff that is working, some ideas that you can actually use. So in my business, I have a couple of things going on. I've got Just Ask Parker. We have over 100 tasks that we offer to our clients if you're starting out as a Shopify merchant, and you can go through the list. It's like a menu, and you go down the list and you say, hey, can you do this for us? Can you do this? But we also have a training section. So we get you to learn how to do a lot of the things yourself. So one of the things I'm going to talk about is Pinterest, which is such a powerful place. So Pinterest ads work really, really well as ads, but also just organic Pinterest is amazing as well. So we have that in our training section, because the whole idea of what I created Just Ask Parker for is there's a lot of marketing agencies. There's a lot of people out there that can do everything for you. But when you're starting out, you need to understand your business. First of all, you need to understand what it is. And that's why we train people and help you understand what you should be doing. And then rather than you learning how to do every single aspect, we let you either learn it, or you pick the task and say, hey, I don't want to deal with that right now. I understand the concept, but can you go and do the actual task? And then we actually do the task. So you don't have to train a new team member up at this time. We just get those tasks going. Once you start making money, then you start training up a team and you start building your team. That's the idea. I also have a training course, 1000 Sales and Beyond. In that training course, it's 8 modules. It goes over 8 weeks. It's all the video content that I created for my coaching clients. So I do private coaching, and all of those training modules that I give to my private coaching clients that pay me a lot of money to learn how to do it fast, I've turned into individual videos. So then you can understand what they're learning. Of course, my private coaching clients, they're getting one-on-one. So I give them a video, but then I also give them, hey, go through it in this way because you might be slightly different. So the videos are there to help you. If you can't afford private coaching, this is the next best thing. So I've got everything broken down into step-by-step there over an 8-week period. And then I also have my podcast, which is 100% free. Go and listen to it. And I do a lot of workshops as well with other people where we train people in other ways. So there's a lot of free content for you to learn from. I also have the summit, which is about influencer marketing. That's completely free as well. So I've got a lot of different things going on. Let's just say I live, breathe, eat, live Shopify marketing. That is what I do. That is what I do every day. It's where I really love, love, love helping people. We have had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people come through Just Ask Parker, all different stores, anywhere from toys to gym equipment to food to, we've got someone that does breast milk cookies. No, not from breast milk though, but they're cookies to help the breast milk flow for people breastfeeding. You name it, we have got those customers that have these stores. So we help a huge array of different types of businesses. So I have the expertise across everything. So everything I'm telling you right now is what I have learned over more than 13 years of e-commerce. And I can tell you that there's a lot of people that are selling these fake dreams because they're going to make money from you if you go to them about Facebook ads, for example. I don't need to do that. I have so many different areas that I can help you with. And even for free, I don't need to pretend anything to make you buy something from me. I'm more than happy to help you for free. I've got a Facebook group. People come in there and get free advice. I do not need to push sales on anyone. I'm not desperate to make money from people just to make money from them. So what I want to share with you today is 3 things that I recommend you do instead of Facebook ads. I've written them down here on a piece of paper so I don't forget. The first thing is, which is working amazingly right now. Actually, I'm going to share 4 because I've got something else that I'd love to share with you that we were talking about just recently, because I've got the Influencer Summit coming up. So I'm going to share 4 with you today. So the first one that I've got on my list is my Instagram ad funnel. It's a signature Instagram ad funnel. I'm just going to go over it very, very quickly to help you understand that there's so many other options out there rather than Facebook ads. So this is one that's working really, really well for my clients. And what we're doing is that we're running Instagram ads, but rather than running Instagram ads to your website, we're doing an ad funnel. What we do is that the first thing you want to do is build up your Instagram account and get people interested in your Instagram account. You actually pay less for an ad when you keep people on Instagram. Same with Facebook, same with Google, same with all of these platforms. If you keep the person on that platform, you pay less. So what I mean by that is if you run an Instagram ad and you say, let's say for instance, you're selling baby shoes. You do an ad to people that have just had a baby or mothers in mothers groups or whatever you want to choose, how you go through a normal Facebook ad to choose the actual audience that you want to promote to. But rather than sending people to your website, you send people to your Instagram account. And what you're doing is you're just saying on the ad, whatever it might be, there's many different ways to do it. You might do a lifestyle image. You might say, here's a blog post that we recommend you read. You might say top 10 tips for mothers, whatever that might be. There's many different ways to do it, but don't send them to your website, send them to your Instagram account. Your Instagram account should be shoppable so people can shop straight from your Instagram account. And all you're trying to do is build up a reputation and get people interested. So just keep doing that. So just run Instagram ads to your Instagram account over and over. Then what you do is people that are already part of your Instagram page, they're following your page because all you've done is send people to your Instagram account. If they want to follow you, they will. If they don't want to follow you, they won't. But now you run an ad that only to people that are following your page and get them to your website. They might have purchased, so we see a lot of this. People seeing the ad and they're being sent through to your Instagram account. People are actually purchasing straight from there. So many times we are seeing this actually working. But now let's say that they haven't purchased yet. It takes about 14 touch points on average to convince someone to purchase from you. So they might have seen 3 or 4 of these ads, and now you run an ad where you send them to your website. Once you send them to your website, you have to have your retargeting ad set up. So they might still not purchase, but then they see a retargeting ad. So you've got this little funnel going on and it goes around and around. And then again, they see the retargeting ad and then they come back to your website and around and around. And the thing is, where a lot of people are going wrong is that they're running an ad one time to one person, that person doesn't buy, so then they stop advertising to that person and they go, oh, I give up on that person. But by adding this extra step in the middle, you're saying to these people, hey, I've just got a cool Instagram account I want you to check out. So make sure you've got great images. Make sure you've got a great Instagram account. We help with that in Just Ask Parker. We build up your Instagram account. We do these really cool puzzles now, which are working really well. They just really give a really nice feel to your account. So that's a really good strategy that we're finding is working as well. But you could just go for a normal Instagram account. So many options. But your Instagram ad funnel is a really good strategy. It's going to keep the price of ads cheaper. But let's talk about some free options. So there's Pinterest. Of course, there's ads. They're super cheap, way cheaper than Facebook, way cheaper than Instagram. Ads are amazing on Pinterest. You can set it up just like you do a Facebook ad where you target certain people. I always say target on location. I always target on high income earning locations. When you come to Just Ask Parker, we actually have a document for you. You can download this document and it tells you the exact zip codes of where you should be advertising to get the most ad spend. So while you don't want to discriminate against certain locations, you don't want to be spending your ad budget on people who just can't afford what you're selling. So I always say when you're starting out, target the people at the higher end that have the money, that have the disposable income. Once you start getting sales there, then you can lower it down to people in not so wealthy areas. And then you start promoting there as well. But always target high income areas first. So that's a tip about ads. But I was going to talk about organic Instagram. I recommend if you go to justaskparker.com, up the top, we've got a little menu button saying free training. Click on there and halfway down, no, it's like 3 down, it says Pinterest workshop. Go and watch that workshop. I highly recommend you watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put a link underneath this video as well. Go and watch that workshop. In that workshop, what I actually talk about, we actually have a specialist talking about how to do your Pinterest properly. And I'll just explain quickly. There's 2 things that you have to think about now. First of all, it's your title and description. If that title and description are not fantastic, you're never going to come to the top. Pinterest is like Google. It is just a search engine. So people type in something, baby shoes. If your description does not have the word baby shoes in it, and if your title doesn't have the word baby shoes and your description doesn't have the word baby shoes, you're not going to be found. And I see this all the time. People do these Pinterest posts. They do a pin and then they write something like cool for summer. And then they don't put a description. They just put a link to their website. And then they wonder why no one's actually, like, they go, Pinterest doesn't work. You haven't done it properly. So make sure you have an excellent title and excellent description. But there's one more thing that's really working now. I have got proof that this is working for our clients. We do this and it's mind-blowing what this is doing. You can now add hashtags into Pinterest. It works and it doesn't work. It doesn't work so well from one aspect, but I'm going to tell you why it works amazingly. So if someone types in the word baby shoes, and if you put the hashtag baby shoes, if they just wrote the word baby shoes, you're not going to come up for that hashtag because they didn't use the hashtag at the front. So you need to put it in the normal description and you need to put it in the title as well. And then you put the hashtag as well. So you've got the word baby shoes 3 times, 1 is a hashtag. But what happens is this. People, if they do type in a hashtag and they put in hashtag baby shoes and you are hashtag baby shoes in your description, then what happens is you come up at the top of the Pinterest feed, because what Pinterest is doing is that they are running the feed based on the most recent hashtags, not based on relevancy, which is normally how the search engine works. More people that are clicking on it, the higher you get, like a Google search. But their hashtags are currently working differently. They will put you at the top based on the most recent. So if you're doing baby shoes, what I recommend is every single day you put up a new pin with a hashtag baby shoes. And you know that this is actually working because you will see when you do the search, it'll say 1 minute ago, 5 minutes ago. So it's relevant based on the time that you put it up. But what this does, While a lot of people are not typing in a hashtag on Pinterest, the people that do and are clicking on it, it means your organic listing is actually going to come up higher as well, because Pinterest is just saying this pin is getting lots of clicks. So then when someone organically puts in baby shoes without the hashtag, Pinterest says, well, that pin was clicked on many, many times. So we're going to put it up high because it means that it's more important. So you must use hashtags. I did this for a client of mine. He was on Pinterest for about a year, and I'm doing this for all sorts of clients, but this is a great example. For about a year, he was on Pinterest getting 0 results. We've got the statistics. I've got a screenshot on one of my pages for him, and he was getting like next to nothing. We did this with 5 pins where we very strategically did amazing titles, amazing descriptions, and put in the correct hashtags, and blew him through the roof with clicks back to his website. So I tell you now, if you are not doing this strategy on your Pinterest account, you are missing out on so much free traffic. It is unbelievable. I'm talking thousands of clicks to your website, thousands. You're crazy if you're not doing it. So that is super important. The next thing I recommend is your SEO. So another client, I've spoken about her on my podcast. I'm going to tell you what we did with her. She came to me. We talk about SEO. SEO is very expensive to do. When you get a company to do it, you need all of like these special back-end clicks and blah, blah, blah. But there's a really simple way you can get to the first page of Google if you're very, very smart about it. You don't have to be a smart person. You don't have to understand SEO. You just need to follow this strategy, and I guarantee it will work. So I had a particular client. She came to me, private coaching, and I said to her, you need to fix all of your descriptions on your products. She went through, amazing girl. I just love my clients like this. She's very determined. She's like, I'm going to do it. She went to work, and a few days later, she came back to me and she said, I did all my products. One of her particular products, I explained to her how to make sure that your SEO is done properly on your descriptions. There's a few key things that you have to do. Title needs to be SEO'd. Your description needs to be based on the fact that Google searches from the first word to the end. So the first few words have to be the SEO words, the keywords you want. And within about 2 days, she messaged me. She goes, I'm getting sales on this product. And she ended up finding out that she was on the first page because on her Shopify, she could see it was coming from Google. She's like, what? She was literally on the first page of Google, first page, because she changed her description on her products. I'm not exaggerating this. This is actually working. What had happened was one particular product is very in fashion at the moment. So a lot of people are searching for this one product, and she SEO'd her product description. So then suddenly she started showing up on Google, getting sales directly from that. It took her effort, don't get me wrong, but 0 ad spend. She's not worried about $5 conversions or $50 conversions, or is this product going to be the right price that I can do a look at my conversion value. It was free. She just had to change the description. She just had to make the effort to make those changes. And that's gotten the ball rolling for her straight away. She gets a sale from that, and suddenly she can ask for a testimonial. She gets a testimonial, means that the next person that comes see a testimonial about that product, then that builds more sales. Then it goes on and on and on. It's a snowball effect. And if you are waiting for a Facebook ad to change your life, you're never going to become successful. So SEO, all of your product descriptions. I have really good instructions on how to do that. You should be making sure that all of your product descriptions are SEO'd properly. The next thing, and this was going to be my 4th thing, which I wasn't originally going to talk about, but I think it's a really good time to talk about it. We're doing an influencer marketing summit. So I've got a summit. It's completely free. You go to winningwithshopify.com/summit, SUMMIT. And it is an event where we are launching our 2020, and we are going to have about 30 different guest speakers. And currently there's 18. Everything that I have done this year is still completely relevant. We're adding more people to it. It's going to be massive. And we only talk about influencer marketing. And the thing with influencer marketing is that it is amazing when you do it right. If you can get an influencer to promote your product, you're going to do amazingly well. The reason why I put on this summit was because I wanted the truth. I've got the truth from influencers that are really, really great influencers. One of the influencers has got 500,000 followers. Another influencer has 200,000 followers and it's growing by 20,000 a week. So I've got major influencers, I've got micro influencers, I've got people that have tools for influencers, I've got store owners who use influencers. And I find out the truth. I'm like, honestly, tell me what you think about influencer marketing. And some of them have said, hey, while Kim Kardashians of this world are great, there's also great things from not using influencers. And they explain another aspect like brand ambassadors who are your customers. So all of that is all about influencer marketing and it's amazing. So head over there and check it out. But I want to give you a tip that really works. And this is something that I started implementing with one particular client. And since then, we're doing this for a lot of our clients. One of my clients has got amazing products. And I said to her, hey, there's this great influencer. I love her. She's fantastic. She's definitely going to have your audience. She has was it 500,000 followers or 250,000? I think she's got 250,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel, but she has like 500,000 views per video. This girl's been around for quite a few years. She's doing amazingly. She's perfect for this particular client. So this is where this whole strategy came from. So this particular client said, thank you, Carolyn. I'm going to reach out to her. Yes, I agree. She's an amazing influencer. I'm going to reach out and try to work with her. So my client reaches out to this particular influencer and my client came back to me and said, hey, I totally agree. Amazing influencer. But the problem is I can't afford her right now. She's just too expensive for me. And I said, yep, that's probably true. But, and my client agreed, yes, she will be worth it, but I just physically don't have the cash to pay her. So I said, how about we do this? This is the strategy you need to do. You must do what I'm about to teach you because this is amazing and it works. What you do is that influencer, every single YouTube influencer who is running videos, doing videos on YouTube, every single one of them has ads on their videos because they make money from the ads. None of these influencers are doing a video and not running an ad. So guaranteed there is going to be a video on all of these influencers' videos. What you do is you do a YouTube video ad on the front of the influencer's video. So simple. You can literally, when you set up a YouTube ad, you go through the settings and there will be a setting where it says to you, you go through and do it all. I've got a video on how to do it inside my course, 1000 Sales and Beyond. There's a video on how to create these video ads on YouTube. Super simple. You can set up an ad in literally less than 10 minutes. It costs you 0.5 cent per video view, 0.5 cent. Forget this forget this Facebook ad, of $5 a conversion. Literally 0.5 cent for a video view. So you can have your video being seen to a lot of people, and then you just pay for the 0.5 cent per view, and then you pay whatever you pay for the conversion as well. This is so amazing, so cheap. So you set up the video ad and you do a video, but now the video has to be really smart if you wanted to convert. So you wouldn't just do a normal video where it's just got a product on there moving across the screen. You would literally, for example, if it's a influencer talking about fashion, I would get someone to sit in front of a camera and say something, let's say, just really, really basic. There's a lot of influencers out there doing videos where they say, hey, okay, I'm going to show you what the latest fashion is for this year for summer. And they show off like these 10 pieces of clothing. You can literally do an ad where you do something not to make a joke of them, not to do something where, you're faking something, but literally do a similar sort of style. Because if I'm going to watch this particular YouTube video, I'm watching it for a reason because I want to see that influencer. I want to know what she's going to talk about. And there's always going to be an ad at the start of it. So if I see another video that comes on and it's another person going, hey, I'm going to show you what's in fashion this year and I want to show you 10 pieces of clothing. and you start off with something like that, I'm going to go, hang on a second, maybe this is interesting as well, and watch that as well. So your video has to be interesting. Don't think that just anything works. But in this case, you can literally do an ad. Let's say that there's an influencer and her name is Betty, for an example. And let's say Betty talks about iPhones as an example. Then you could actually do a video that suits all of Betty's videos. And you can say in the YouTube ad, I only want to show it for this channel, for this YouTuber, for these videos. And you can literally do one ad for her iPhone cover videos. Then let's say that there's another person who does videos all about losing weight. And let's say that you've got gym equipment. You could literally do a video that just sits for that YouTuber on her videos. Then you could do another video. Let's say you sell car parts, and there's a guy that talks about car parts. You can literally do a video just for his videos. You can go through and run one video for each of these. It is unbelievable how many people are not doing this and are missing out on huge potentials where you don't need to run Facebook ads. I've just given you 4 really amazing examples. 2 of them are going to be very cheap advertising, and the others are actually free, completely free, on how you can actually get more traffic to your website. So I get very passionate, and I get passionate because I've seen too many people lose money. Too many people out there are losing money from being told, set up a Facebook store and suddenly you're going to be rich and you're going to make all this money and just do Facebook ads for $5 a day. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work. There's just so many lies, because even if there is a person running Facebook ads at that sort of level, there's so many other moving parts to it. You have to have your retargeting set up. You need to have your email list set up properly. You need to be emailing people. There's so many other layers to it that you should be doing anyway. But too many people just say, I'm going to set up a Shopify store, I'm going to run ads to it, and suddenly I'm meant to be rich. No, you need to have all of the other areas in place. You need to have your abandoned carts set up properly. Amazing abandoned carts. We do that in Just Ask Parker. We do these amazing, cool abandoned carts that make people stop and go, wow, that's an interesting email. Let me read more. We send out really cool welcome emails. We write really cool welcome emails for our clients. All of these aspects are important. Your retargeting needs to be done properly. You also need to think about an email capture form. How are you going to capture people? Don't have 5% off. It doesn't work. So make sure that you have a good capture email on your website. So many other aspects, but please take away from this. If you are doing Facebook ads or if you're contemplating it, stop. Do not do them until you do all of these other things, because I can tell you probably about less than 10%, probably 5% of my clients at the moment are running Facebook ads. They're doing other types of ads. They're doing Google ads. There's other things, but Facebook ads are not getting the results that they used to get. And you need to only do them if they're suitable for your business. And then you need to do them in the right way. So yes, Facebook ads do work, but generally speaking, they're not going to work until you have tried other things or until you've done other things in your business. So please take that advice and please stop listening to these people who are making up absolute rubbish stories and try something else. Try one of my other strategies. Come into my Facebook group. It's completely free. I would love to help you in there. We're definitely ramping up the Facebook group at the moment. So there's going to be a lot more information in there. There's going to be more free trainings in there. So we're going to help you over there a lot over the coming few months. So hope to see you over there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below on what your biggest pain point is in your business at this time. I would love to know where you're finding the biggest problems. Is it traffic? Is it Facebook ads? Maybe you're running a different type of ad. Maybe you're doing a Snapchat ad. I don't know. There's so many different options out there. But tell me in the comments below exactly where your pain points are in your business. I'm going to answer your comments below as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group. And I look forward to helping you succeed in your business, because it is possible. There are a lot of successful Shopify stores if you do it correctly and you take on the right projects at the right time. You can definitely get success. So have a great day. See you soon. Bye.